So the story, as far as the Olympic triathlon goes, has been the Seine River. And the Seine River, a very famous river. A lot of songs about it, a lot of poems about it, a lot of artwork about it, a lot of history in that river. However, this river is dirty. And when I say it's dirty, that is an understatement. It has been so bad. It has been closed to the public for over a century. You've not been allowed to swim in this river in over a century. And so naturally, they decided that something that literally nobody has done since like the early 1900s, they're going to do this for the Olympics. So they decided that they were going to clean out the water. They spent like $1 billion on this. I believe more, like $1.3 billion cleaning the Seine River. And it's a cool project. It's a cool story. The environmentalist in me is like, yes, clean the river, make this happen. Let's get these athletes swimming in it. But unfortunately, it didn't really happen. Because the first night of the tournament, they get a report that says, unfortunately, the E. coli is too high. Or the E. coli is too high. We can't swim in it. Okay. Next day, there's a rainstorm. Same thing. Day 3, again postponed. Finally, they went ahead and went with the triathlon. And yes, it happened. You can see there's athletes swimming in the river from the picture. But there were some major issues. Let's start with Belgium. So Belgium, in the mixed relay triathlon, they actually had to withdraw from the competition because one of their athletes got sick. Claire Michael, competing in the women's triathlon, and she was meant to go in the mixed triathlon. So what they do, they have a men's, they have a women's, and they have the relay. So Claire, for Belgium, she swam for the women and the individual. She ran, cycled, and swam. And then on the mixed relay, she couldn't do it. She couldn't swim because she fell ill from the water quality. Bacteria, they said, they did decide that the bacteria was low enough that they could swim in it. It was too high on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of last week, but then on Thursday, Friday, it was okay, I guess. I don't know how it changes that quickly, but somehow they got the E. coli down. But really kind of screwing over the Belgians. And then there's Tyler Mislawchuk. And if you've never heard of Tyler Mislawchuk, he's from Canada, also triathlon guy. And he, after the swim, he threw up 10 times, vomited 10 times. And there's video of this, you can find it on YouTube. Tyler Mislawchuk, out of Canada, he told CBC that he happened to swallow a lot of water during the race. And he said that he didn't think it had to do with the quality of the river. He said his stomach was just really full, and stuff's gonna happen. He said, I didn't want it to go viral. However, 10 times, I mean, that's a lot of vomit. And again, the question comes into play of, is the water really safe to swim in? Why did they have to do it in this river? There are other rivers in France. And you're like, well, the Seine River's in Paris. So yes, it's a historic river. But not all of these events have happened in Paris. We've seen the equestrian happening in Versailles, which is not Paris, right? So could we get some other rivers involved? Potentially not just the Seine, because the Seine is pretty, it's picturesque, it is. It's not healthy. It's not safe. There are other rivers in France that they could have done this in. There are other, or just do it in Tahiti with the surfing. I don't know. That's what I would have done. It seems to me like, yeah, they spent a lot of money here, and they really wanted to justify that money spent by letting them race in the river, but this doesn't seem safe to me. It seems like it could be detrimental to some athletes' health. I don't agree with it. That's just my take.